Woo! What's going on, guys? Almost Form coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, man, we're going to be talking about a camp battle. A camp battle that has been concerning to me for a while now. I haven't really voiced my pleasure or displeasure on this battle, but my concern levels are starting to get a little bit worrisome, getting the anxiety going. I want to know why cornerback Jeff Okuda has not completely snatched away this cornerback 2 job away from Will Harris. Now, there's a lot of battles going on in camp, obviously, you know, with the Barnes versus Rodriguez. There's a couple reserve offensive lineman battles going on with the Stenberg and the Kevin Jarvis's, even though Jarvis is hurt. But there's some other battles going on. We got some nickel cornerback battles going on with Hughes and Parker, etc., etc., etc. But this one particularly gets me a little bit nervous. Only because, and I'm going to say it here. Okuda was a 3rd overall pick. And people are going to come at me saying not his fault where he was drafted. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. Will Harris is a converted safety. Like, he's from safety to corner. Drafted in the 3rd round in 2019 out of Boston College. Jeff Okuda, a 3rd overall pick. Year after out of OSU. And yes, we've seen the injuries. The injuries to Jeff Okuda. I get it. Rookie year, played a few games, got hurt. Next year, 2nd year guy, hurt in game 1. Long road ahead, trying to get healthy. Came back from a bad injury. Rehabbed well, got strong physically, mentally. But he can't beat out a safety, being converted into a corner. That concerns me. It really does concern me. And, it's all good to have camp battles. It's all good to, we love competition. But this kind of concerns me a bit. Like, would we honestly be seeing this? Like, let's go back to some of these corners I've been taking the last few years. Let's go back to this year. 3rd overall pick, Derek Stingley. Drafted by the Texans. You think this guy's gonna, just say he was hurt. Just say he did get hurt, which actually he has been banged up a lot in college. Let's say Derek Stingley was hurt. Would he have a problem beating out Will Harris? I don't think so. Sauce Gardner, who's apparently been excellent during training camp. Would he have a problem beating out Will Harris? He drafted 4th overall, actually. And then guys like Trent McDuffie, drafted by the Chiefs. And then we'll go to 2021 draft. J.C. Horn, I think he's had some injuries, though, for the Panthers. I don't think he would have a problem beating out Will Harris. Patrick Surtain, who was excellent for the Broncos. Eric Stokes, who was really good for the Packers, drafted at 29th overall, 2021. And then even guys like Asante Samuel Jr., drafted by the Chargers, drafted in the 2nd round, 47th pick. Then you go to 2020, A.J. Terrell, who's been a beast for the Falcons, drafted at 16th overall. Then guys like Jalen Johnson, who's been a force for the Bears, and even Trayvon Diggs. He's that risky kind of corner guy that will get beat a lot, but he's an absolute playmaker. Are those guys going to have trouble beating out a Will Harris? Like, I'm not trying to destroy Jeff Okuda here, but this concerns me to no end. So today we got a game in a couple hours. I'm doing this video. It's about 2:30, whatever it is right now. We got a game in a couple hours. I need to see Jeff Okuda completely steal this job away from him. He hasn't, and he's had months to do it. And people are going to say, well, man, he can't do that. He's been hurt. Man, it's a great battle. Look how good Will Harris is. You know what I mean? Like, the guy's converted. No. I think all of us can agree that Will Harris is not a really good cover corner. Are these guys good football players? They're all good football players. They're in the damn NFL for a reason. They all can play. They all can play better than what I can ever do. That's not the point. The point is, this guy, Jeff Okuda, should be stealing this job away. And I'm very concerned about it. And it's not like these two guys are balling in training camp, these joint practices, preseason. Will Harris, I think, has looked terrible for majority of training camp and preseason. Okuda's been a little bit up and down. I think he's been the better of the two. What we have between these two guys is two physical football players between Okuda and Will Harris. They're both almost identical in size, about 6'1". I think Harris might be a little bit heavier at about 207, 210. And I think Okuda goes up about 205, 207. They're very similar in size. They're very similar in their physical attributes. They both play the run decently, pretty good. I think Okuda's better there. They don't shy away from contact, especially, well, both of them don't, but especially Harris. He's a former safety. But Okuda puts his nose in, right in the mix of everything too as well. It comes down to who's the better cover corner. And really, I don't really know who it is. I think it's Okuda. I honestly do, but I just don't know why he hasn't been the guy that's taken the ball and ran with it. Excuse the cliche. But that's just how I feel about it. It makes me really, really nervous as a fan. You'll have everybody out here, you'll have a fan base that will tell you that this is a good thing. It's a good thing to have this kind of competition. And it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, because just Okuda's a corner. He should be beating out these guys. He should be beating out guys that are converted into another corner. It just makes me worried. It just makes me worried. Then you'll have, the media doesn't even know. The media is so up and down with who's the better player that they don't even know what to do anymore. I think the only guy that ever gave any vote of confidence to one player was Jeff Risdon. Jeff Risdon said that Okuda was easily the front runner for cornerback 2 position to play next to Amani Oruwariye. He was really the only one. Everybody else was flip a damn coin, because we don't know. And then this coaching staff, God bless them, but they do what they're supposed to do, and they don't tell you jack either. And that's fine. That's just the way most of it is. Dan Campbell's extremely transparent. It seems like this coaching staff is very transparent, though. They don't beat around the bush. But Aaron Glenn's even told us. We don't know. We don't know who. We have to see more from both these guys. It's neck and neck. Dan Campbell has kind of said the same thing. It's neck and neck. Personally, I think Okuda should be running away with this. Will Harris, man, he was awful as a safety. Played better as a corner, I get it. But man, 3rd overall pick, and you can't beat a 3rd round safety turned into a corner. That to me screams red flags. And I know people are gonna come at me and go, here goes Mark, man, being Mark again. He's just being a hater. He's being too pessimistic. Of course I'm pessimistic. I always expect something bad to happen with this team. And I think this is a bad sign. It's a bad sign that we have 2 corners that aren't very good that are going to be starters. And then the guy that doesn't win the job is going to play a lot. According to, Aaron Glenn. He already said, whoever loses this job isn't really going to lose the job because they're playing a ton. He's already said it. So it's going to be a mixture of packages, situations, what's going on in the game, how much into the game they are, win, lose. There's going to be so many situations where Aaron Glenn's going to have to figure out who he needs in there. Is it going to be the worst of the two? You're going to have the best of the two, actually. The best of the two at certain times. Okuda or Harris. It just bugs me to no end. And I've tried to be on board with Jeff Okuda. I've tried to. I've really, injuries, this, that. Injuries, it's done. He's in his 3rd year. He's healthy as a horse. He still is not the clear front runner. It looks like he's probably going to win this job. But we don't know what happens today. If Will Harris has a good day and Okuda has a bad day, I've always said, make the coach's job hard. Make it hard. Don't make it easy for these coaches to pick who they want to play. Make it hard. That's a great situation. But this situation is that, Will Harris, I don't trust. I don't trust Jeff Okuda. I don't trust any of them. His coaching staff can tell you all they want that they trust these kids. They can tell you all they want. And that's fine. I don't believe that, even though I think there's a very transparent coaching staff. But they're not going to come out, they're not going to kill kids while they're trying to win a job. That's just not going to happen because we don't have any other better options. Bobby Price, Mark Gilbert, those guys are not better options. So you have to kind of keep the guys like Will Harris, Jeff Okuda. You have to kind of keep their level of confidence as sky high as you can. It's all psychological. You can't, if there was another guy waiting in the wings, I guarantee you there'd be guys in there. They've been trying to find that CB4, like a Gilbert or a Bobby Price, even throwing in some Mike Hughes in there, Sevion Smith. They're just, they're trying to kind of find that CB4, and they will find him eventually. It's probably going to be Bobby Price. I just have a feeling because he's so versatile in the special teams game. But it's just, it scares me a lot. It scares me a lot that a number 3 overall pick cannot flat out beat Will Harris. A converted safety turned into a corner. A safety turned into a corner. It drives me, it drives me nuts. And we're going to see it in a couple hours. How long these guys play, I don't know how they're going to do this. Probably going to rotate. Maybe, I know they're playing their starters a lot, the Lions, which I think is a little bit of a mistake. But when you got a battle like this, you have to find out who your guy is. So I don't know how they're going to start this, series by series. Is Okuda going to start first, then Will, back to Okuda, therefore back and forth? I don't really know how they're going to do this, but I think. I'm hoping one of these guys takes over. And I hope it's Jeff Okuda. I hope it's Jeff Okuda, man, because I know a lot of people tell me not to worry about this. And you know what? Let me worry about it because I'm going to worry about it big time. Because it really worries me. Because I don't like I think our secondary is completely in trouble anyways. I think the whole secondary is in trouble. I think the whole secondary is. I don't like this. I don't like at least 2 phases of this defense, 2 units. It starts with the linebackers and goes back to the secondary. I think we're in a bunch of trouble there. But this isn't about the linebackers. This is about Okuda and Will Harris. Hopefully, one of these guys can just grasp this spot today, and we'll see who it is. We'll see who it is. I'm kind of hoping it's Jeff Okuda because I think he's on his last legs here. He needs to step up and make some plays. He needs to make some plays. But that's it, guys. That's my concern. Game's coming on in a couple hours. Hopefully one of these guys do it, man. But thanks for paying attention. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, get all my videos. And don't forget to like and comment. How are you guys feeling about this? How are you guys feeling about this cornerback 2 position? I know, I've kind of kept it mum. Haven't really expressed my feelings on it, but I just felt like doing a video about it today because I'm very concerned. I need to see somebody step up. But thanks a lot, guys. Go Lions, one pride. Boom.